We are now in part 4 video. In part 4 video, we are going to see the exercise 5.2. Before going to exercise 5.2, we want to know some definition and formulas so that only we can do that exercise 5.2. Now, the first definition in exercise 5.2 is inclination of a line. Inclination of a line or the angle of inclination of a line. We can say it in two ways. Okay, that is the first line. The inclination of a line or the angle of inclination of a line is the angle which a straight line makes with positive direction of x-axis measured in the counterclockwise direction to the part of the line above the x-axis. The inclination of the line is usually denoted by theta. Students, in this definition, what they were saying is, you can say it as inclination of a line, or we can say angle of inclination of a line is the angle which a straight line makes the positive direction of x-axis. See, suppose you are having the line like this. Okay, now we are turning some point like this, like this, like this. If you are turning, okay, how we have to turn means positive direction of x. They are saying, okay, positive direction of x-axis. This is our x-axis, where in x-axis positive direction we are having. Here the x-axis is positive direction and here also positive direction. So you have to move in counterclockwise direction. Counterclockwise direction means anti-clockwise direction. Clear? You all know anti-clockwise direction. Anti-clockwise means what? Opposite to our clockwise is what? Anti-clockwise direction. Clear all of you? So it has to go in counterclockwise direction. Usually our clock will come like this, but we have to go in the format of like this. So here now they are line. So it is going, and it is coming in the, now I have drawn one straight line. Clear? Now this, the inclination of the line. From here to here we have to draw one inclination. Inclination is nothing but the angle. Okay, so only sometimes we can say as angle of inclination of a line. Okay, so the inclination of a line is usually denoted by, from here to here, how we are denoting means we are denoting by theta. Here students, here the definition. The next, the point notice, the inclination of x-axis and every line parallel to x-axis is 0 degree, they are saying. See, the inclination of x-axis, suppose, see in the x-axis itself, this line, consider this blue line, it is in the x-axis itself means, so it is in the same line means whether any angle will come? No, that time it is 0 degree. Clear? The second point you see, the inclination of y-axis and every line parallel to y-axis is 90 degree. Suppose that blue line is parallel to y-axis means then what angle it will come here? Here 90 degree. Clear students about the inclination of a line and the parallel to x-axis means it is 0 degree. Parallel to y-axis means it is 90 degree. Clear all of you? Next we are going to see the definition of slope. Now we are going to see about the definition of slope. If theta is the angle of inclination of a non-vertical straight line. Okay, I have told you from here how this line it is varying, no, so it is like this, it is coming. So now this is the angle of inclination and we are representing by theta, that we have seen the before definition, isn't it? What definition? Inclination of a line definition we have seen. So if theta is the angle of inclination of a non-vertical straight line, then tan theta is called the slope. Okay, slope or gradient. So we can say slope, another way is gradient we can say. In your exam and test they will ask you find the gradient, means the same meaning, the slope only we have to find. Clear? Tan theta is called the slope or gradient of the line and is denoted by m. Slope we are denoting by m. Therefore, the slope of the straight line is m equal to tan theta. Clear? That is the formula. Wherever they are asking to find the slope of the straight line means you immediately what you have to write? M is equal to tan theta. This theta how it will vary? This theta how it will vary means see from 0 degree to 180 degree it will go. Clear? So in between I have written theta. So this side what I have written? 0 degree to 180 degree it will come. So 0 is less than or equal to theta less than or equal to 180 degree, comma theta is equal to 90 degree. I have told you in inclination of a line. What I have told? The inclination of y-axis, every line parallel to y-axis. So another, if every line is parallel to y-axis means that all the degrees what? 90 degree I have told in inclination of a angle. Inclination of a line I told no. So sometimes the theta will vary from 0 to 180 degree or comma 0 is equal to 90 degree. Clear all of you? Clear all of you? The slope is nothing but, see students, suppose this is the wall. Okay, you are placing the ladder. You all know ladder, isn't it? So how much slanting you are facing? This line is called the slope, and here the angle of inclination theta. Clear? This line, this slanting line is called the slope. Clear? Next we are having still formulas which is slope of two distant point. Okay, suppose here one you consider this is the ladder, this is the wall, here one point is there and here one point is there, no, which consider here 2 comma 3, here 3 comma 5, so like that 2 point we are giving, and we have to find the slope. It means what formula we have to use is slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Clear? How this formula arrived means, see, here slope m is equal to tan theta we know. We have now slope of the straight line formula is m equal to tan theta. So tan theta means what? Opposite side divided by adjacent side. Okay, see the diagram first. Okay, this red line is the slope. So I have taken 2 points. A is x1 comma y1, B point is x2 comma y2. Here I have joined that 2 points. Okay, so now what I have got? I have got right angle triangle, isn't it? So now see where we are having theta. This is the angle of inclination theta I have got. So always when theta is facing the opposite side, that is the we are only the opposite side of this. This is the opposite side, no? So this side is the opposite side. Here this side is the hypotenuse side. Then this side is the adjacent side. Clear? So tan theta formula is in trigonometry it will come. Tan theta formula, cos theta formulas, sin theta formula you will get. Okay, by that time it will be very clear. So now here theta is there. Opposite side is what? Opposite side. Here baseline is what? Adjacent. The longest side is what? Hypotenuse. Clear? So tan theta formula is opposite divided by adjacent side. Clear? Opposite. Here the theta, this is the opposite side. So opposite side what we are having? y2 minus y1 divided by, this is our adjacent side. No, adjacent side is what? x2 minus x1. By that they have derived this formula. Clear all of you? Slope m means change in y coordinates divided by change in x coordinate. Slope change in y coordinate means here change means what? Change we can say a difference. Y coordinate means here y2, here y1. So y2 minus y1, the y coordinate we are writing. Similarly in x coordinate, difference of x2 minus x1. x2 minus difference means what? Subtraction. So but like that only we have got this 2. Clear? Now immediately whenever they are asking to find slope of two distant points means you are going to write slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Clear students? They will not ask you the derivation and all. The slope of two distant points means the slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That's all. Next, slope of your parallel lines. Okay, in the question they will ask you, find the slope of your parallel lines that they were asking. Means, see, parallel lines means, see here one line is coming L1 and another line we are taking. See, these two lines are parallel. This is one slope and this is one slope. See, I have drawn the angle of inclination. I have told the angle of inclination you have to draw in the counterclockwise direction. From the positive direction of x only we have to draw. This if non-vertical lines are parallel, if and only if the slopes are equal. Clear? So this this is slope m1, this is slope m2. If the two slopes are parallel means the slopes are equal. Clear? Therefore, m1 is equal to m2. Why we are writing m1 equal to m2 means what we have denoted the slope. We are denoting the slope by m. Since we are having two slope, to differentiate it, we are writing m1 is equal to m2. Clear? The last formula is slopes of perpendicular lines. Slopes of perpendicular lines. If you see this diagram, see where this line L1 and L2 is perpendicular here, isn't it? So the line L1 is perpendicular to L2, then M1 into M2 equal to -1. Clear? The formula, this both are formula. If the slope of parallel lines means M1 equal to M2. If it is perpendicular means M1 into M2 equal to -1. When we are solving the problem, you will be very clear. But these are the formulas you have to know, then only we can start the exercise. Now we will go for the exercise. Now we are in exercise 5.2. Okay. Now before entering into the 5.2, we have to know the tan theta values. These values will be in your trigonometry. That time you will learn deeply. Now just know the values alone. See, if angle 0 degree means the answer is 0. If instead of this theta, if you substitute 0 degree means you will get 0. Okay, similarly instead of this theta, if you are substituting 30 degree means you will get 1 by √3. Similarly, in the place of theta, if you are writing 45 degree means you will get the answer as 1. In the place of theta, if you are substituting 60 degree means √3. In the place of theta, if you are substituting 90 degree means not defined. Not defined, the meaning is infinity. Okay? Uncountable, it will goes on. Infinity means what it is, goes on. Infinity. Clear? We will see the first question. What is the slope of a line whose inclination with the positive direction of x-axis is? In first question, we are having two subdivision. I have done both the subdivision. See, in this question, what they were asking, what is the slope? I have told you before itself, slope means immediately you have to think what alphabet we are representing slope. We are representing the slope by small m. This is our slope. Of this line we are representing. They were asking to find the value of m and what they have given, whose inclination means angle, degree, theta they have given. Clear? Inclination means what? We can say it as theta, otherwise we can say it as angle. Okay, now whose inclination given? Okay, now first subdivision is 90 degree, which means they have given the degree theta value. This theta value they have given. We have to find the slope m. Slope means what? We are representing by m. Okay, angle theta equal to 90 degree. Okay, slope of the straight line, what formula we are having? Slope m is equal to tan theta is our formula. Isn't it? So, equal to tan. Instead of theta, what degree they have given now? 90 degree. So, write here 90 degree. Clear? Clear all of you? Now, you see in a tabular column. What is tan 90 degree value? Infinity or not defined. So, you write slope m is equal to not defined. That is our answer. Students, in your exam, they will not provide you this table. You have to buy out and you have to write. Clear? Now we'll see the second subdivision. Second subdivision, they have given the 0 degree. Okay, we have to find the slope. Slope means what? We have to find the value of m. For that also same formula only. Angle what they have given? 0 degree. Slope m is equal to tan theta is our formula. Equal to tan, instead of theta, what degree they have given now? 0 degree. Clear? So slope m is equal to 0 degree. Answer is what? 0. So 0 is our answer. Therefore, slope m is equal to 0 is the answer for the second subdivision. Clear? Now, in second question, what they were asking is, what is the inclination whose slope is? Which means they are given the slope. They were asking the inclination. Inclination means they were asking the angle. Clear? Now we are going for the second question. The first question, they are given this and we have found this as answer. In the second question, they are given this and we are finding this as the answer. Clear the difference between first question and second question? Okay. What is the inclination? Means they were asking this answer. This is the answer now. This is our question. Clear? What is the inclination whose slope is? First question. First subdivision is 0. Okay, again the slope m is equal to 0. Okay, your slope what value m is equal to 0 they are given. We know slope m is equal to tan theta as our formula. If slope m is equal to 0 means then tan theta is also obviously 0. Isn't it? So write tan theta equal to 0. Here, but tan when we will get 0? Only when theta is 0 degree we will get 0, isn't it? So in the place of theta you write 0 degree. So at last you write in the place of only if we substitute 0 degree we will get the slope as m 0. Clear all of you? Only in the place of theta, if we substitute 0 degree, we will get the slope m. So therefore implies theta equal to 0 degree. The angle of inclination is 0. Clear all of you? Now we will see the second subdivision. They have given the slope m is equal to 1. Okay, we have to find the angle of inclination. Now see the diagonal column, immediately tell what is the answer for the second question, second subdivision. 1 means what degree you are getting? 45 degree. So immediately you can write 45 degree. Students, first question and second question most of the time they will ask you only 1 marks. Sometimes rarely only they will ask you only 2 marks. Clear? So slope m is equal to 1, tan theta is equal to 1. When we will get 1? When we will get 1? Only tan 45 degree means we will get 1. So one day I have written, but tan 45 degree is equal to 1. So in the place of theta, what I am having now? In the place of theta, I am having 45 degree. Implies theta equal to 45 degree. Therefore, the angle of inclination is 45 degree. Theta means what? Angle of inclination. We have seen no in part 4 starting itself we have seen no that only. Angle of inclination is 45 degree. Clear students? The first question and second question very simple and easy questions. Now let's see the third question. Find the slope of the line joining the points. See, before when I am giving the definition of slope, I have given the 3 formula. Isn't it? What is the first formula I have gave? To find the 2 distant points, I gave you one formula. Then parallel lines means I have gave you one formula. And perpendicular line means we have saw the one formula. Isn't it? Now, 2 points are given means what is the formula we have written? Slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Clear? If 2 points are given, what is the formula? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Clear? In third question, second subdivision I am doing. The first subdivision you are going to do as homework. Clear? Now sin theta before comma this fully you have to take x1. This after comma this is y1. This is x2 and y2. If here x1, y1, x2, y2 according to that you have to take the values. Now this is our formula. Slope m equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 is our formula. So what is our y2? Cos theta. So substitute. Minus what is our y1? Minus cos theta. So minus cos theta divided by what is our x2? Minus sin theta. So write here minus sin theta. In middle minus. So write here minus. What is our x1? Sin theta. Write here. Now you see cos theta minus minus it will become plus. So cos theta plus cos theta in the next step we are writing divided by. Here also minus sin theta, here also minus sin theta. Which means how can we write now? Minus 2 sin theta we can write. Isn't it? Minus 2 sin theta we can write. The next step cos theta plus cos theta is 2 cos theta divided by minus 2 sin theta. So 2 will get cancelled. We in trigonometry you are having one formula which is cos theta divided by sin theta. Answer is cot theta. Cot means C-O-T theta. Cot theta. Clear? So the answer is equal to minus cot theta. Cot. Okay, this we have to say as cos. This you have to say as minus cot theta. Clear? Slope, therefore slope m is equal to minus cot theta is our answer. The same model, third question, first subdivision you are going to do as homework. Students, clear this 3 questions. Next we will see the 4th question. Students, we are now going to see the 4th question. What is the slope of a line perpendicular to the line joining A 5, 1 and P? Where P is the midpoint of the line segment joining 4, 2 and minus 6, 4. See students, in this question what they were asking? They are saying what is the, in this question we are going to find what is the slope. Slope means what? M we have to find. And they are saying it is perpendicular. Perpendicular means what formula I have told you? Perpendicular means this line is perpendicular to this. And the formula for perpendicular is M1 into M2 is equal to minus 1. We are seeing the formula, isn't it? Perpendicular to the line joining A 5, 1 and P. Which means here A point here is there and here P point is there. Like that we have to consider. But P point they have not given in the question. If you see whether the any point they have given, only they have mentioned P. See, A point I have taken here. P, till now we don't know the point. After finding only I have written here. Till now we don't know the point. So you leave it. So A point I will erase now. So A value is there. Here point P is there. Where P is the midpoint of the segment joining 4, 2 and minus 6, 4 they were saying. So P is the midpoint of the 2 points they were given. Okay, the first point is 4, 2 and the another point is minus 6, 4. Clear? First we need the P value, but for that they have given one hint. Where this P is in the point is P is the midpoint of Q and R. So using the midpoint formula, first we have to find the value of P. Okay. Next, afterwards we will see the remainder. Midpoint of Q R is P. Q point is 4, 2. R point is minus 6, 4. Clear? Now midpoint formula is what? M of x, y equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. This is our x1, this is our y1. This is our x2 and this is our y2. Students, wherever you are using x1, y1, x2, y2, please write below the pencil. This x1, y1, x2, y2 write in the pencil. Only then you will write, enter the correct answer. Otherwise you will do wrong only. Clear? Now x1 value is what? 4. I have written 4. Plus x2. x2 value is minus 6. So I have written minus 6 divided by 2. Comma. y1 value is what? 2. y2 value is what? 4. So 2 plus 4 divided by 2. So 4 minus 6 is minus 2 by 2. Comma. 2 plus 4 is 6 divided by 2. 2 by 2 if you cancel we will get minus 1. 6 divided by 2 if we cancel we will get 3. So midpoint value what we have got minus 1 comma 3. So here midpoint what we have taken, P is our midpoint. So now the value P value what we have found here, P value is minus 1 comma 3 we have found, isn't it? Now first we have to find the slope m1. Since it is perpendicular we will have two slopes, isn't it? So this is slope 1 and this is slope 2. Clear? Slope m1 and m2 are perpendicular. Slope of AP is m1 we have taken, isn't it? A value what we in the question itself they have given the A value. A value is 5 comma 1. P value we have found it minus 1 comma 3. This is our x1, y1. That is our x2, y2. So 2 point if they are given, what is the formula for finding slope? If they are given two distant point, what is the formula for that? Slope m1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is our formula. See how y2 is 3, y1 value is 1. So I have written 3 minus 1 divided by x2 value is minus 1, x1 value is 5. In middle of the formula we are having minus, so I have written minus. 3 minus 1 is 2, minus 1 minus 5 is minus 6. So 2 divided by 6 if you cancel what you will get? 1 divided by 3. Since we are having minus, so answer is m1 equal to minus 1 by 3. Now we have got the slope value. Okay, perpendicular means you will have two slope. This is our m1 slope. This is the m2 slope. Clear now? Perpendicular means what is the formula? m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. I have told you, isn't it? So m1 value is equal to minus 1 by 3. Since the line AP and L are perpendicular, now what we are going to say? Perpendicular formula is m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. m1 value is what we have got? Minus 1 by 3 into m2 is equal to minus 1. The next step m2 is equal to minus 1. This minus 1 by 3 will come in divide form, isn't it? So minus 1 by 3. See, after this step, how I have got m2 is equal to 3. I have written directly. See how I have written here minus 1 only is our numerator. Okay, this is 1. So here no denominator. So consider the denominator as 1 divided by minus 1 by 3. I have told you in the division if you are having 4 number means the first 2 number you have to write as such. The remaining 2 numbers it will become reciprocal. Reciprocal means what? Denominator will go up, the numerator will come down. So 3 divided by minus 1. The next step this minus 1 and minus 1 will get cancelled. 3 divided by 1 answer is 3. m2 is equal to 3. Clear? Therefore, the slope of the line is m2 is equal to 3. We have to finish it off. That is the final answer. Clear? We have what is the slope? Only they were asking. The slope is value is what now? 3. With this, our problem 4th question is over. If you need, we can write the last line. What we can write the last line? Therefore, the required slope is m equal to 3. Okay, no need to mention m1, m2. Both are slope only. We can write m is equal to 3. With this, our 4th question is over. Next, we will see the 5th question.
Students, now we are going to see the 6th question. Before going into 6th question, we have to see one note, which is if 3 points A, B and C are collinear, then slope of AB is equal to slope of BC is equal to slope of AC. Here, which means what? The 3 points A, B, C. In the previous exercise 5.1 itself, we have done collinear problem. Isn't it? There in collinear problem, we have used what? Area of the triangle formula. Isn't it? We have applied area of the triangle which is equal to 0 and we have used the remaining part. But here in collinear, we are using the slope of AB. Okay, here we are finding the slope. Clear? Slope of AB equal to slope of BC is equal to slope of AC. Any among the three, any two if you find it is enough. Either you can find slope of AB equal to slope of BC, or otherwise you can find slope of BC is equal to slope of AC, or otherwise slope of AB is equal to slope of AC. Any two if you find it is enough. Okay. When we are taking slope of AB is equal to slope of BC, in the slope of AB, suppose you are getting the value as 50. The same value slope of BC also have to get 50. So if you are getting both the sides same answer, means therefore the given points are collinear, you are going to write. Suppose if you are not getting both the sides same answer, means you have to write the given points are not a collinear. Clear the difference? Clear students, in exam they are giving the like this 3 point they are giving and they are asking to find it is a collinear, means either you can use area of the triangle previous exercise 5.1 method, or you can use the slope method. Okay, any one method you can do. But in the question if they are mentioning solve the collinear using the triangular formula, means you have to use only the 5.1 a method. Suppose in question they were asking find the collinear using slope method, means you have to follow this method. Clear student? Shall we start now the sixth question? Okay, fifth question is your homework. The same model you are going to do. Okay, now in sixth question we are finding the value of A. In fifth question you no need to find the value of A. You have to check whether it is a collinear or not. Which means what? You have to take any two. Slope of AB equal to slope of BC. Check whether this side and this side you are getting LHS and RHS you are getting same answer, means you have to write the given points are collinear. If not, you have to write the given points are not collinear. Clear? Now we will start the sixth question. If 3 points 3, minus 1, comma, A, 3 and 1, minus 3 are collinear, find the value of A. Okay, what are the values they are given? A point is what? 3, minus 1, B is A, 3, C is 1, minus 3. Okay, they itself in the question they have given are collinear. So these points are collinear, they itself have given. So given the points are collinear. So which means what? Any two I can take, I told you, no, I am taking slope of AB equal to slope of BC. Okay, you can take slope of BC equal to slope of AC. The same answer only you will also will get. Now slope of AB equal to slope of BC. A value is what they are given in the question, 3, minus 1. B is A, 3 equal to BC, means B value is A, 3. C value is 1, minus 3. Now slope of AB means slope of 2-point formula we have to use. Slope of two distant formula is what? So far what formula we have used? Y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Slope of two distant point means what is that? If 2 points they are giving and they are asking us to find the slope, means what formula? Y2 minus y1 is divided by x2 minus x1. Clear? I have told you in pencil below you have to write x1, y1, x2, y2. Clear? This first one is x1, y1, x2, y2. Okay, what is our y2 value? 3. So you write here 3. What is our y1 value? Minus 1. So what here? Here 1 again, here 1 minus, here minus. So it will become plus 1. Clear all of you? Plus 1 divided by what is our x2 value? 3. Sorry, x2 value is a minus x1 value is what? 3. So a minus 3. Clear? How I have written here plus, able to understand? Here in formula 1 minus, here in minus 1 we are having. So minus minus will become plus, so I have written plus 1 equal to y2. That side what is our y2? Here also slope of BC means 2-point formula only. There also I am using the same formula. Y2 value is minus 3, y1 value is 3. In between minus sign, so minus divided by x2 minus x1. 1 minus a. 3 plus 1 is 4 divided by a minus 3 equal to minus 3 is what? Minus 6 divided by 1 minus a. Clear? Now we are going to do the cross multiplication. 4 into 1 minus a is equal to minus 6 into a minus 3. Next step we are going to do 4. We are going to take the 4 inside. 4 into 1 is 4. 4 into a is 4 into minus a is minus a. Similarly take this minus 6 inside. Minus 6 into a is minus 6a. Minus into minus is plus 6 3s are 18. Clear? The next step a values we are taking one side and we are taking the numbers one side. Clear all of you? So if you take minus 4a and minus 6a if come this side, what will happen? So now see here minus 4a we are having minus 4a, this minus 4a, if this minus 6a if come this side plus 6a equal to 18, if this 4 comes this side minus 4. Minus plus means we have to subtract 6 minus 4 is 2a equal to 18 minus 4 is 14. Next step what? 14 divided by 2. If you cancel we are getting 7. Therefore the value of a is 7. Clear students? Sixth question. With this part 4 video we have completed. Next you are going to see your assignment. In part 5 video we will continue the remaining exercise 5.2. Students, do the assignment carefully. I am giving easy problem only. Try to do the assignment by the day itself. Students, this is the part 4 assignment. In exercise 5.2, third question, first subdivision we have left, isn't it? That question you are going to do, and fifth question also we are left, that question you are going to do. And example 5.8 we are having 2 subdivision. That is very simple, easy 1 mark question only. That also you are going to do. I have written the hint below. See, find the slope of a line joining the point 5, root 5 with origin. Origin means 0, 0. So 2-point formula is what in slope? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Okay, I have told you in pencil, below you have to write x1 y1, x2 y2. Then what is the y2 value substitute, y1 value substitute, x2 value x1. Okay, here you are going to substitute and you are going to find the slope m. Fifth question, show that the given points are collinear. Collinear means I have told you, using the concept of slope, we have to find slope of AB equal to slope of BC, or either slope of AB equal to slope of AC, or slope of BC equal to slope of AC. Any among the three, any two you can find. I have told you, isn't it, when we are doing the problem. So the same concept only. Here also you are going to use 2-point formula only. If you are getting slope of AB equal to same answer, that same again there also same answer means you are going to write the lost line. Therefore, the given points are collinear. Students, for this fifth question, the problem is collinear only. So you have to get the same answer. Clear? Now, the example 5.8. What is the slope of the line whose inclination is 30 degree? Okay, I have told you in exercise 5.2, first problem is what? Inclination means what is the slope? Which means what? M we have to find whose inclination. Inclination means what? Theta. Theta or angle we can say. So in the first subdivision, we are asking the M and they are given the theta. So what is that formula? Slope M is equal to tan theta. So instead of place theta, we have to substitute 30 degree. I have put one box, no, the tabular column for tan theta values. According what is the tan 30 degree, you find and write the answer. Clear? Then what is the inclination? In the second subdivision, what is the inclination? Inclination means what? Theta we have to find and they are given the slope. Clear? Because based on the two model we have done in the exercise problem, first question, go through the video thoroughly, then you start doing the assignment. Students, we will see you in the next part 5 video. I will see you in the part 5 video. Thank you, students.